Yeah, so got cut off, had to delete some stuff. So we're talking about the weekly apartment stays. Now I've already showed y'all the gang stalking tactic with the rock sitting there with a piece of chalk outlined where that rock is. For some reason they gotta know where that rock is. And you better believe the police are working with a lot of individuals that stay with that weekly stays. Now here you come along, they're gonna charge you almost $2,000 to stay in a jail system. And there are gonna be people who are living there for free. And their job is to target and harass you to get you in the prison system. This is what happens at weekly stay apartments. I wonder how many people are smart enough to know that. You got to know where you are and you got to know who you are. I told y'all about that time I stayed in an apartment in Vegas, and I woke up one day. It was about 3 weeks before my lease was over. I wake up one day, I walk outside, the whole half of the building painted yellow. I said, oh shit. I said, well, I definitely ain't signed that lease again, right? I said, we gotta get out of here. The same week, about 3 or 4 days later, a SUV drove into somebody's living room on that property, 3 doors down from my apartment. This is immediately after they changed this apartment building to a Siegel Suites and painted the building yellow. I've seen it all, guys. I have seen it all. I know how all this stuff works in this Babylon. I know how it all works. That's why I don't tolerate anyone underestimating me or gaslighting me or trying to manipulate me. I don't tolerate that kind of stuff. Or undermining me, trying to play me weak. I don't tolerate none of that stuff. Trying to pretend like maybe I'm being paranoid. I don't tolerate that kind of stuff. I got more experience than most guys will have in their whole goddamn life about who is who and what is what. But what a nightmare scenario you create. A guy like myself, right? Single, works hard, looks good. Obviously, everybody can tell you worked on yourself. You take yourself seriously. So what a nightmare situation for somebody like myself. Okay, so I want to go live in an apartment some damn way, right? And keep in mind, it doesn't matter if it's a weekly stay or a regular apartment. They're letting all these dudes, these bottom feeders out, and they're everywhere, guys. Like I said, they turn the whole country into a ghetto. They're everywhere. The only way I could get away from them is to live in an Airbnb type of situation, in some kind of upscale condo or a home. That's about it. What a nightmare situation. A guy like me comes along, I work hard, and there'll be some woman on the property who's eyeing me, and it'll be her bust ass simp eyeing me. And of course, the simp is not gonna get on her. He's gonna try to destroy me, because that's what simps do. They think simple-minded about everything. They don't think check the woman for watching me. No, their job is to destroy me now. What a nightmare scenario. So a guy like me goes, stays in some place, apartment, whatever. You got all these dudes watching me from windows because they can't get a job. Their bitches checking me out. And matter of fact, the woman could even bring me, I might not even know about it. The woman might bring me up to this motherfucker. I don't even know what's going on. I'm just minding my business, going to work every day. Next thing you know, boom, there you go again. I'm a target again. Don't even know I'm being targeted. Nightmare situation where you put somebody like myself and put them around criminals. And it's not just me. We're talking about everybody that's working hard, male or female. It's not just about me in that dynamic, in that scenario. No, it's when you put hard working people and then go put the criminals with them. What do you think is going to happen? And like in New York, if a woman is getting raped on a train, you can't help her. You go to jail. That's why, once again, blue states are the worst. It's dangerous. If I did sign a leash, apartment leash, it would have to be in Vegas. But it cannot be in a blue state. I'd be in a lot. It'd be the most dumbest shit I can do is sign a apartment lease in a blue state. With the individual that I am, I'm just that targeted. It would be dangerous for me to do so and can't protect myself. It will be absolutely asinine based on what I know, my experience. So I just want to tell y'all that they creating all kind of nightmare scenarios out here, y'all. So that everybody they don't have to do nothing. We will kill each other. Your next door neighbor is your worst enemy. The motherfucker that's saying, how you doing? Opening up doors. That's actually your worst enemy. I'd be so sick of people doing this open. Never have I seen people try to open doors up for me. Now you say that's a good thing. Guys, people be going out their way to try to open the door for me. I told y'all about how if I see somebody syncing up with me, trying to go into the side of a doorway at the same time I do, they always got to sync up with me. I literally have to jump out the car when I don't see nobody's about. I told y'all they had a bot sync up with everything that I do. The other day I was in a parking lot and I got an order from Taco Hell, and it was a guy in the parking lot, right? But when I got the order from Taco Hell, I didn't move right away. And keep in mind, he was already there before I got there. He didn't like pull up when I got there. So we can't say, oh, this was an Asian gang stalker. No, he was already there. I get there in the parking lot. I get a Taco Hell order. I wait about 6 minutes before I move that car to get the Taco Hell order. Because that's one thing too with the gig apps. I throw them off. With the GPS telling me to go a certain way, I don't go that way. I go a different way. I will not be controlled and be set up in some kind of skit. That's why having GPS is bad. But anyway, so I'm in the parking lot and I get this order. I don't move the car until 6 minutes after I get the order. I told y'all about being still. I just sit there, be still. As soon as and when I go, guys, when I take off, I'm boom, gone. The guy who's in the parking lot, all of a sudden he's gone too. He comes around and then boom, meets me, and it's like almost like almost like running into me, trying to get into the top. He comes from the other way. He takes off as soon as I take off. This is why people talk about having body cams. Because that's the first thing they want to say. Oh, you crazy. You making this stuff up. Nah, I'm not.